7:18 now on a Monday morning. Now, last week on Wednesday, you might remember we met Dean Schuster, who was planning to run over 50 miles on Saturday. Yes, 50 miles one day. This morning, Dean's here, and though I don't think he ran here to tell us about the event, it does stand for a mission with the Penguins, right? First of all, welcome, Dean.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
50 miles. Now, we met on Wednesday. You said, I'm running 50. I said, you are crazy. I stopped by and saw you at Lights Before Christmas, and sure enough, you're out there running.
I was there. I did the whole 50 miles at the zoo, finished up at about 8:30 at night. Very tired, a little sore today, but not too bad.
Okay, let's just for folks maybe who didn't catch Wild Wednesday, why?
Well, I was running out there for 50 miles to draw attention to a cause. I'm drawing attention to penguin conservation and all the great projects that the zoo is doing for penguins out in Peru and the Antarctic Peninsula.
So this actually is going to culminate on you actually running down on the Antarctic Peninsula.
That's right. This all started with me deciding to go for this and to run the Antarctic Marathon. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm doing in March, and as a result of that, I'm raising money for penguin conservation and research.
Right.
And I do that through my site, runningwithpenguins.com.
Write that down, Running with Penguins. I know it's tough to remember, but
that's
sure
right.
enough. But actually, it's a great site. You've got a lot of information up there about penguins, the missions, not only of the folks down in the Antarctica, but also the Riverbank Zoo.
Right.
There's a lot of penguin. Obviously, the Penguin House, Penguin Coast, at Riverbanks, home of 24 of those very well-dressed men and women. Indeed.
And the zoo does wonderful conservation work, and I'm very proud to support it, and proud for the people who are helping me do that. You know, Lex Med Center is doing a great job helping me out, and the YMCA provided the treadmill. It was great.
All right, so let's talk about it, though. So 12 hours, you started left at 9 a.m.
That's right.
You ended a little before 9 p.m.
Yeah.
All day long you ran. You didn't
all day.
Like Forrest Gump, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that is crazy. How'd you feel? How'd you feel when you got to what was the hardest out of the 12 hours? The hardest section, was it noon? Was it 3 in the afternoon?
No, I couldn't remember the time really, but it's more like the distance. So around mile 30 to 35, maybe nearing 40, it gets a little tough because you know you've got a long way to go. Even though you've come a long way. So it gets very tiring. But after that, after 40 or 45, you start getting excited because you're going to be done. And so you feel good and strong. And I sprinted in the finish. So it was
after
great.
40 or 45 miles.
Yeah.
Now, you're I guess what's called an ultra-marathoner?
Correct, yeah. Anything you run that's above a marathon, they just call an ultra-marathon.
And that's 26.2 miles for
Correct.
those of you keeping track at home, 26.2. So you
that's
run
right.
26.3 and you're an ultra-marathon.
Yes, indeed.
Have you done anything above the 40 mark? Is this really your
ultimate?
Yeah.
Saturday was the farthest I've ever run. 40 miles before that was the farthest I've run over the Mount Mitchell Challenge up in North Carolina. But this was the farthest I've gone.
Well, that's great stuff. Of course, the great mission, penguin conservation. You see, this is actually some footage here we're watching from the marathon itself, or one of I think the 2011 marathon, where it's just ice and cold and snow. And
it's going to be great.
Yeah. Fantastic. Better you than us. But there you go. Now, you're trying to raise $30,000 total for conservation, some of it going to the folks down in Antarctica, also to the Riverbank Zoo and Garden mission as well. And the website, runningwithpenguins.com. That's your site. Folks can donate money, learn more about the mission and what they can do actually right here to help the mission of penguin conservation.
That's right.
So, Dean Schuster, 50 miles.
50.
Did you set a record? Was that any kind of record?
Oh, no, goodness, no.
What is the record for one day?
For one day in a treadmill? I really don't know, but I know people who have done stunts in Times Square for 24 hours on a treadmill. That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, my friend. Well, good luck with your travels and the run in March. Please come back and let us know how you do.
I will. Thank you.
There you go. Runningwithpenguins.com. All right, next on Good Day Columbia, the latest on a plan to overhaul the state's retirement system. Now, it could mean a little more work and a little more out of our wallets each week. That's when we come back in just 2 and 2.